Well, welcome back to News at 11. Reckless driving is on the rise all across Middle Tennessee, causing a need to crack down on neighborhood speeders. Joining me now is Jason Oldham, an NDOT traffic engineer. Jason, I understand you guys have a project that is underway right now to essentially stop these folks who treat neighborhoods like a racetrack. Yes,
our traffic calming program, Nashville, has been running pretty strong since last summer. And we have 64 projects that have been constructed. We have another 200 that is in various stages of implementation right now.
And I understand the application, it only opens for a certain amount of time, but when it is open, which it is open right now, neighborhoods can go in and essentially apply for it, right?
Yep, until September 14th, applications are open, we're receiving, and then after we get those applications, we start collecting data, and then we'll start prioritizing those streets.
Gotcha. And so I guess what do y'all look for when, say, a neighborhood applies to be a part of the program?
Yeah, I mean, key things we look for, a lot of streets, there's about 200 streets, 200 people who are getting hit every 3 years, or the last 3 years. And so we're looking for pedestrian injuries, we're looking for speeding, volume. We just want to try to make sure we treat those streets that are the most dangerous to neighbors.
Right, so essentially this is kind of a call to action for folks in a particular neighborhood who are saying, hey, folks are speeding in my neighborhood, they're driving recklessly. This is a very tangible way for them to say, all right, we're going to apply to try to get y'all's help with this, correct?
Absolutely. And seeing good things so far. We actually had a spike on one street that we treated, but when I look back at it, it was, we had removed the cushions for resurfacing. And so just in a short period of time, we saw how effective the cushions were that we're putting down. So
very, very interesting. And I know we were talking, you said the program's kind of been on and off for about 10 years or so. And really since the inception of it, you have seen some pretty positive results from it.
Yeah, 12 to 15 miles per hour speed reduction on those projects, those roads that we've treated. Good responses from the community, council members support, and they support us well voting for surplus funds for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. And thinking about the application process for neighbors who might be watching this thinking, all right, we need some help in our neighborhood, right? Say they don't get accepted into the program this time, it will open up again, right?
Yeah, it opens up again. We have 2 selections every year. In the meantime, we also have speed trailers that we can go out and put up feedback signs to try to calm traffic. So 2 selections a year, 25 streets each selection. Our largest selection so far has been this summer, where we selected 85 streets.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming the selection process all comes down to the funding that you have available.
Yeah, funding and just resources, contractors, consultants. Ever since rebranding to Nashville DOT, we're building internally and also bringing in resources externally.
Absolutely. So obviously hoping for the program to continue to grow, I would imagine. When you think about the problems that we have on our streets, is it just folks are just not paying attention? Do they not know the speed limit in these areas, or kind of a combination of all of the above?
I think it's just congestion is just out there on the freeways, arterials. GPS is giving folks another route to go, and a lot of times that's through a neighborhood. So there's not enough enforcement resources to have police out there slowing people down. So this is really the next best thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can imagine it's very important because you consider, kids walking home from school, folks riding their bike, you name it, pedestrians. This is all in an effort to help them, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Jason, thanks so much for your time. You can find this segment on our website under the Newsmaker tab if you'd like to apply for your neighborhood to get enrolled in the program.